Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Welcome to Wake and Stretch on this beautiful Sunday. What is today? The 24th. 24th. So we have what? 1 week left in this month. So, how you doing? How you feeling? What's going on? So today I have some music. I'm gonna play some music. I'm gonna jump on the mat, and I'm feeling like I think I need it to sweat out. I really don't feel it getting out there and sweating it out, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So you are welcome to join me. Props if you need them, towels if you need them. And let's jump on the mat. Let's just get started. What do you think? All right, let's go. I'm gonna play some music. Hopefully, oh, that's way too loud. Hopefully I don't play it too loud, because the sound is literally right underneath the microphone of the phone. Can you hear that? All right, it starts out with some resonance breathing, and then it'll get more intense as we go by. Alrighty, so I'll meet you on the mat. How about that? Let's go. Finding a nice, comfortable seated position. I'm gonna use my towel here today because I Lysoled my mat, but it's still wet. So I'm just gonna give myself a little protection here so I don't slide off of the mat. All right. Yeah. We're just starting with some breath to check in, to settle down, to get focused. Let your eyes close, or at least look downward towards the tip of your nose. This allows your focus and intention to be more internal. Zeus. Sorry, you just sat right on my hand. These dogs this morning, I'll tell you what. Just a little bit longer here with the breath. Gradually start to deepen your breath. Let your eyes start to blink open. Let's take a few seated cows and cats. back to a nice neutral spine, exhaling where you need, and finding your way into child's pose. From here, coming up into tabletop and taking some cows and cats to get deeper into the spine. Take one more round of breath. Come back to neutral, hands come flat, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal through the legs or just stay still in your down dog, whatever you need this morning. Eventually find your stillness in your down dog. Inhale, shift it forward to plank. Adjust the hands and feet as you need. Hang out in plank for a few breaths. And then find your way back to downward facing dog. And we'll flow back and forth a few times, inhaling forward to plank. Exhaling back to downward facing dog. Flowing back and forth. And then walk your feet up towards the top of the mat. Finding your Uttanasana, and then inhale Ardha Uttanasana, lifting halfway up. Exhale, fold. Apparently all three dogs need to cuddle today. And inhale, bring it all the way up to vertical. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. I think they all missed me. What do you think? Alright, inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Taking a few more breaths just like this. One more time. Good, and then letting the arms rest down by your side, softening the knees a bit. And then bring this into a whole body twist or spiral, if you will. So the knees are soft just to protect them. And this movement starts from the hips. So I'm going to pull the right hip back, and then the rest of the spine will follow, and the arms are going to do what they do. Right? And then you switch so that the left hip takes over, and then the right. So you're getting this nice little washing machine action. Make yourself at home, Zeus. Just taking this a few more times each way. Hips, and then the upper body follows. Very sequential. Just start to slow it down. Sorry, Zeus. It's in the head, buddy. Letting the body do what it wants to do without controlling it. And then feeling the reverb after that, the energy in the fingers and the hands. Maybe through the shoulders and the back, the legs. Zeus. I think he's tired. He's having a little hissy thing. Alright, moving in through a sun sensation. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, diving forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting halfway up. Exhale, fold hands down, step or float back to plank. Moving through your vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. I'm improvising as I go. And then exhale, find your downward facing dog. Noses, don't eat my tail. You can take child's pose instead if you'd rather. Dude, you're on my mat. Inhale, shift forward towards plank. Make sure those wrists are right underneath your shoulders. Open the feet up to hip width apart, and then find side plank. Bring it back to regular plank, and find side plank on the other side. Bringing it back to regular plank. Find downward facing dog. Stay for a breath. And inhale, lift the eyes, step or hop the feet to the top of the mat. Lift your spine halfway at Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to the heart. One full breath here with the arms. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Moving through that sun salutation again with the side planks in the middle. Coming forward to regular plank, shifting into side plank. Maybe intensify it if you feel like it. Top leg, your right leg can float up. Bring it back down, regular plank, switching to the other side. Same option here. And press it back on your exhale, downward facing dog. Stay for a breath. Inhale, lift the head, step or float to the top of the mat, lift the spine halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to the heart. One full breath here with the arms. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, shifting the weight onto the left foot. Right leg lifts up, bringing the thigh up to the chest. Outwardly rotate, find tree pose. Arms can go where you wish. Just be mindful not to disturb the ribs. The arms are extended, gently bring them back to your heart. Lift the right foot off the inner thigh, bring the thigh to a parallel position. Soften your standing knee, step it back. Find crescent to start. And then exhale, flip that back heel down and in for warrior one. Hands come behind, interlace the fingers, humble warrior. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold it forward. Gently release the fingertips down to the mat, bring them in front, standing split. And from here, taking some pliés with both legs. So the top heel will come to the sit bone without disturbing the knee. The bottom leg will bend and straighten at the same time. So you can lift the spine halfway up here if you'd like to. It'll help the balance a little bit. So take your inhale as you bend. Exhale as you straighten. Inhale as you bend. Exhale as you straighten. Keep going. We'll go 2 more times. From here, keep both legs extended. You can soften the standing knee a little bit. Come up to warrior three. Bring it back up to tree pose. Ooh, good morning, hamstrings. Holy moly. Bring the foot flat onto the mat. Find Tadasana. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, fold it forward, taking a half sun salutation. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, weight comes into the right foot. Left thigh lifts up towards the chest. Outwardly rotate, foot comes to the inner leg. Tree pose. Arms can go where they wish, where you'd like them to go. Up above, at your heart, you can dance around with them, bring them behind your back. If the arms are extended, gently bring them back to your heart. Peel the left foot off the inner leg, bring the thigh to parallel, soften the standing knee. Shifting back, left toe touches back to the mat, crescent pose. Inhaling as the arms come up, and exhale, warrior one. Bring the hands behind, interlace opposite thumb on top, and roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, release the fingertips forward, moving into our standing split. And taking those plies, bending both legs, keeping the top knee floating in space, so make sure it doesn't go all over the place, but keeping it still. Inhale with straight legs. No, that's wrong. Inhale with bent legs. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. 2 more times. Keep the top leg straight, soften the standing knee. Start to lift up to warrior three. And then up to tree pose. Gently release that foot down to the mat. Find Tadasana, half sun side. Actually, let's do full sun side. Either stay here in down dog or take child's pose, your choice. Find your way back to down dog if you were in child's pose. 5 socks. Inhale the right leg up and back, 3-legged dog, make it a twist. Oh, gross. She sneezed right on me. From here, flipping your dog into wild thing. It's okay if it's a little bit on the shallow side. It's first back bend, really, of the day. Oh, no. This is not happening right now. Finding your 3-legged dog. Squaring off those hips. And then exhale, step it through. Find your warrior one. Right leg in front. Oh, it's a good thing I put this towel down. Muddy. From here, let's find Humble Warrior once again. I like to repeat things because the second time around it actually feels a little bit better than the first time. It's more familiar, the body's warmer, you know where you're going. From here, coming into standing split. Taking those same pliés, we'll only do 3 this time. Inhaling as you bend. Exhale as you straighten. Top leg stays straight, soften the standing knee, come up to warrior 3. Bring it up to tree pose. Arms can go where you wish. If the arms are extended, gently bring them back to your heart. Release the top foot, find half moon balance. Gently soften down, find warrior 2. Finding our flow here. Inhale, arms up, legs straight. Exhale, warrior 2. Taking that a few more times. One more inhale and exhale. And find your extended side angle. Warm enough and your shoulders are good with it, find a bind.
The drop of the beat.
Both hands down to the mat, square off the back leg and the hips. Find low lunge and work your way into lizard pose. So the right foot comes to the right edge of the mat, outwardly rotate the thigh. And your choice, you can stay upright in the torso or fold forward. You can even take this into a twist if you'd like. Coming back to squared off legs, squared off hips, high lunge, and half lord of the fish. Coming back to center. Find your plank. And move through your vinyasa. Finding 3-legged dog on the left leg, making it a twist. Optional, flip your dog here. Flip it back, 3-legged dog. Step it through. Inhale up, warrior 1. Hands come behind, humble warrior, opposite thumb on top. Hey. Stop. Bringing the fingertips forward, finding that standing split. You have to learn to share, Lokey. You share space, buddy. All right, so taking those 3 pliés, inhaling as you bend.
The drop of the beat.
Keep the top Top leg straight, bottom leg bends. Warrior 3. To tree pose. Arms, excuse me, arms can go where they like. If the arms are up, gently bring them back to your heart. Moving into half moon balance and then warrior 2. Gently bring the feet to warrior 2 if you're not there already. And going through our flow in warrior 2, inhaling up and exhaling, softening into your words. One more time. Finding your extended side angle. If you've got the bind on the side, you want to try it, go for it. Hands come down to the mat. Square up those hips. Gently lower down the back knee, lizard pose. Left foot to the left edge of your mat. You can stay upright, you can fold forward, you can twist. Bring it back to neutral. Hands flat onto the mat. Find high lunge, squaring off the front leg. Half lord of the fish. Bringing it back. Finding plank. Moving through your vinyasa. Staying in down dog or taking child's pose for a few breaths. Finding your way back into downward facing dog. Inhaling the right leg up and back, three-legged dog, make it a twist. And either stay here or flip your dog into wild thing. Flipping it back, three-legged dog. Stepping it through, let's find warrior 2 this time. Inhale, straighten the legs and the arms up above, there it is. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhaling, coming back up through vertical, pardon my back. Exhale, hands to the waist. Turn your toes to the opposite side. Find warrior 2 on the left, so the left leg is in front. Inhale the arms to your sides. Exhale where you need. Inhale, lifting up, straightening the legs. And then exhale, coming into triangle pose. Breathe. into is peacock. No, that's not peacock pose. Bird of paradise. That's what I'm going for. So to prepare for that a little bit more, I'm going to do the standing big toe balance. So bringing your weight onto the left foot. I'm going to turn myself a bit on a diagonal here so you can see a little bit better. From here, the hand will come to the outside of the leg, and this is to keep the leg parallel so you don't have to do any rotation within the hip joint. Not yet, anyway. So holding on to the big toe, shin bone if you can't reach the big toe. And standing up tall. From there, extending the leg out. Lock this right shoulder back, so roll it back. From here, the right leg is going to rotate to a side position, but keep the hips square here. If you need to bend the knee, bend the knee. Head rotates in the opposite direction. Gently bring it back in front of you. Release the toe, so if you can hold the leg there for a few counts, pointing the foot. A few counts of breath, that is, and then let the leg come back down and shake it out. Move to the other side. Weight into the right foot. Left foot comes up, big toe hold or shin bone hold. Coming upright, try to keep your hips level. Extend the left leg out. Left shoulder rolls back. From here, outwardly rotating the left leg. Keeping the hips square, so we don't want the booty sticking up, we want it down. Bring it back to the front. Gently releasing, pointing the foot. And releasing it all the way down to the mat, giving a nice shake through. All right, so let's work our way. Oh, they're scaring away the peacocks. I heard the neighbor clapping. I thought they were trying to get my attention. Anyhow, so easily distracted over here. All right, so finding the top of your mat. And I'm moving over here so that I can face you during this next flow. Inhaling, let's come to chair pose. So bending the knees, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart, belly lifts up and in. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, pull the hands to the front. One more time. Inhaling. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold it, step the left foot back. Find your high lunge, then rotate the back heel, find extended side angle. If you need to bring the forearm up to the shin bone, then do that. We're moving into bird of paradise from here. If you have the bind, move into the bind. If you don't, then you stay here and you breathe here until it starts to open up a little bit. Bring your eyes down to the mat, so you're looking at the right foot. Back foot taps forward. Stand on that left foot. Release the right so you're on the ball of the foot. Make sure you have a good hold of your hands behind your back. Start to stand up. I'm going to turn myself a little bit so that you can see what I'm doing. Sometimes the shoulder doesn't like this, and this is as far as it goes. Some people's shoulders are more open and you can come all the way up. Now, if you're good here and you have the extension, the right leg comes out. But when you're ready to come down, you reverse your steps. The right foot comes down. Step the left foot back, release the arms out. Ooh, that was intense on the shoulder. Hands come down to the mat. Vinyasa if you'd like. Or just come to child's pose. From here, finding your way to downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward. Find your high lunge to start. Rotate the right leg back, finding your extended side angle. Find if you got it. Eyes come down to the mat. If you're gonna go for the balance, and tap the right foot forward, so you're gonna stand on that right foot. Once you find your balance on that on the right leg, start to stand up. One side is usually a little different from the other. If you're good here and you want to extend the leg, extend it out. And you can play with the extension, or you can just leave it out there, whatever works. When you're ready to come down, you reverse your steps. Left foot comes down, release the arms, step the right leg back, find your extended side angle. Release the arms down, step it back to plank. Either take your vinyasa or rest in child's pose. Gently rolling up through the spine, so you're in a seated position. Now if your shoulders feel anything like mine, I think they need a little love and attention right now. So giving them a little bit of a roll, maybe a little bit of a massage. It's okay to take a break in the flow to take care of yourself. Alright, so after those shoulders release a little bit if they feel a little bit better. Let's come to a seated position. So extending the legs out in front. Unscoop forward a bit. Let's take boat pose for a couple breaths. Or I should say a couple rounds. So rolling back onto the sacrum. Letting the legs come to where you can maintain them for a balance. Gently bring yourself up, cross the legs, and take a gentle fold forward. Rolling up through the spine, taking boat pose again. Bringing the legs to where you can maintain them. Cross your legs opposite ankle in front and fold forward. One more round. From here, lower down ever so slightly, and as you exhale, bring it back up. It's okay if the knees bend. Inhale it, lower a little bit. Exhale, lift it up. Two more times. From here, roll down through the spine. Hug the knees into the chest. Give a little rock from side to side. So generally speaking, in my practice, I don't really practice shoulder stand anymore. It used to be my favorite pose, but I'd say in the past 5 years or so when I do it, I start to get lightheaded and it doesn't feel right, which is a signal that that's not the right pose for my body at this time. However, I'm craving going into plow pose. So if you know and love plow pose and shoulder stand, feel free to go into it. I'm going to attempt it and see how it feels, and if it doesn't feel right, I'm going to come out of it. So I'm following that craving, knowing that there's a possibility that it won't feel right. All right, here we go. So kicking the legs up and over, tucking the shoulders, and finding plow. The moment this doesn't feel right, I'm going to come out. But if you're practicing with me, feel free to stay as long as you can. Let's see what shoulder stand feels like. Nope. So if you are like me and you don't like that inversion, it doesn't feel good on your neck or shoulders, and you start to get lightheaded or dizzy, you can take Happy Baby instead, which is what I'm moving into. If you're in that shoulder stand, then move your way back into plow. And from plow, gently roll down through the spine. And feel free to find your Happy Baby or just hug the knees in towards your chest here. And if you're in Happy Baby but you want a little bit more hamstring opening, feel free to extend one leg at a time or both legs at the same time. And then bring the bottoms of the feet together and take a floating bound angle pose. So the hands are supporting the legs so they don't fall down. And gently release the hands off the legs. Let the legs extend in the air and give them a good shake. We're going to do one hip stretch here. So reclined cow face legs. The right leg will cross over the left, so your feet are now on the opposite sides of your body. Reach down, grab onto the shin bones, ankles, or feet, and gently pull them towards your hips or your armpits. So for less intensity, the heels come by the hips. For more intensity, pull them away from the hips. So you're creating more of a straight line from right to left with the shin bones. That's for more intensity. Gently release the feet and the legs. Give them a good shake. And change to the other side. So the left leg is on top of the right. Grabbing the ankles, the shins, and feet. And gently pull them in. Gently release the legs, dangle them in the air, give them a good shake. Bring the feet flat onto the mat, move over Lokey, and then find your Shavasana. We'll stay here for a little while just to let the body release, let the nervous system settle down, and allow the body to take in the benefits of the practice today. Do your best to stay focused on your breath. to deepen your breath. Find energy in the fingers, the toes, the hands, the feet, the wrists, the ankle. And let the arms extend over your head. Give yourself a nice long stretch through the body here. And hug the knees in towards your chest. Give a little rock from side to side. From here, roll onto your right side into fetal position, using the right arm as a pillow for your head. Then gently press yourself up to a seated position. Eyes closed, and either press the palms together in prayer at your heart, or bring one hand to your heart and one to your belly, just to reconnect to your breath, to yourself, to your body. Take a few moments here for some gratitude. It's something you're thankful for in this very moment. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. All right. So, first of all, thank you for joining me on this practice this morning, or this afternoon or evening, whatever time it is by you. Sometimes, when you're not feeling like being very active, it's exactly what you need. And today was one of those days. And then the next question is, how do you know what day is that? How do you know if you don't feel like it? Is it a relaxy-taxi day, or do I push myself day? And honestly, I'm not really sure how to answer that. It's just this internal, okay, well, I think I have enough energy, and I start doing it, and it either feels good or it doesn't. And that knowledge comes with time and with practice. So if you are practicing regularly, you start to get to know what your body needs and wants and how it feels after practices and so on and so forth. And you learn what feels right for you. And I know I give a lot of options when I teach, but everybody's body is different. And what works for me might not work for you. Maybe you need a slightly different variation. So hence why I give all the options I do. Anyhow, I hope you have a beautiful Sunday. Again, thanks so much for joining me. We have one solid week of May left, one more solid week of Wake and Stretch. So I hope you'll join me throughout the rest of the week. Yeah. If you like this practice, or if you like practicing with me, please give this a like and a share. Share it with those who you think might enjoy it or get benefit out of it. Or if they're a dog lover, because honestly, the dogs are almost always here with me and doing their craziness. Anyhow, have a beautiful day. See you tomorrow. Bye.